the Rebels have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. And he'll just take a knee.
Okay, you good, man. Alright. No, you good, my man. You good, man.
We'll start at the 25. He wants to start this drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Henry. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Look out, he's got room. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Pressure coming. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And the Owls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Sends it back in motion. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's going for a big play downfield. And it's caught inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Guys, let's talk about Florida Atlantic. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program, but when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
Hand off from the shotgun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
And it's been a rough start for this defense. They've given up too many yards, a third down right there, but a good chance to bow your neck now, to make a statement. First and goal, we got to be physical, got to stop the run game, get a chance to make a stop on this first possession, and force a field goal.
Caught behind the line. It's Wilson. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Quarterback may change this route. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Touchdown! First score of the game goes up.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. To the air, it's Calandria. Finds his tight end. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Let's see.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move. Turning it on. Picks up the first down, still moving.
Why are they switching sides like that? I don't like that shit.
They'll move the chains.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Takes a hit as he fires. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down and run. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows that. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man. It's Henry. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
You know, you don't see a lot of hitch throws against 3rd down, but if you're going to give the receiver access like that, the quarterback's going to take it. That was just way too easy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. From the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Owls are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. He's looking downfield to throw. Got it set up on the outside. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water.
Cannot kick that field goal.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make
They saying he
sure
can
they
kick
have
it.
the
I don't
right
believe he can
play
kick it.
called, and
Don't know if he
everyone
can
on
kick
the
it.
same page here. 40 Atlantic will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Punt goes out of bounds, and a really nice job as they stick them deep in their own end. They'll mark it around the 10. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. To the air, it's Calandria. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. And the sack. All the way back at the 5.
Well, the offense got themselves into trouble. They're back in their own end. It's an obvious passing situation, so the defense is just pinning their ears back, and they're trying to get after him. They could not allow him
you good, man?
Step up, get rid of the football. They take a sack very close to the goal line.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Caught over the middle. It's Thomas. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. First priority is to take care of the ball here. Quickly complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Finds his big tight end. How about the blow he delivered in banging his way to the 41?
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule, and what that means is keeping 3rd downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds the tight end. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the 1st down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the 1st down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Got it! Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. Once he got some room, it was over.
Yeah, and now this offense building that lead. It's still the first half, but I tell you what, shown some glimpses of why they could become a really, really good offense. Listen, you go into halftime, more of the same, right? Continue to do what you're doing, take care of the football. This offense has looked really good in the first half.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Dropping back, it's Calandria. Hauls it in. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Gums. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last 1st down gets them a little bit of confidence.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the 1st half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him, forcing that one to fall incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Wow, they've been waiting for that play, right? They haven't been throwing it a lot. They've been real sluggish. They've got no points on the scoreboard. And now they come up with an explosive play in the passing game to get them in a position to score some points here, hopefully a touchdown, before this 1st half closes out.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Defenses is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
The give to the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
That's a really good stop by the defense. Jesse, they need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Got his man downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. 1st down from the 17. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right. And maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. Gets it out quickly. And he strides his way into the end
Gotta
zone.
make that tackle.
Touchdown, UNLV.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the 1st half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the 2nd half.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. The give to the back. He's loose. Get it down to the 28-yard line. It is a first down, and they have to show some urgency here. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Yeah.
Florida Atlantic about to boot it away and get this second half underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's just been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Terrell. Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. Turning on the Jets. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got it in the middle. It's Henry. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's 3rd and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on 4th. You don't.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And they take it in for 6 more points. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money. He's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Wants to throw. It's Calandria. Looking to scramble. He'll get rid of it. He's got an open man. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. Just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to throw, it's Calandria. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on 3rd down, forcing the 4th down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
And that is no good. Guys, a missed field goal, and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game.
Were you on it?
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
On the direct snap, it's Terrell. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. And they fail to hook up.
I'm glad you hit me, because that was about to be a fucking pick.
Offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some
That
cutties.
was about to be a
Why not
pick
keep
so
throwing?
bad.
They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though.
Not
keeping
that to the
quarterback
right, dude.
standing up.
Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and look for room. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Looking to throw, it's Calandria. Moving away from pressure. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Got like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yardage.
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they've ruined the drive with a turnover. Takes it back inside the 40. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line, and the interception
that guy was open.
is set up
Off.
great field position. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
The Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up.
Oh, a lot of space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. A great catch and run for 6.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end. But all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
My pass rush is so ass.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the tight end. The hand to the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to.
I mean, you have to do chew clock, but I don't think it's going to run it fast because they got timeouts.
Something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively though,
the only time I've ever seen it run fast is when the other team doesn't have timeouts.
They were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Moves away as he feels pressure. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Back to pass, it's Calandria. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
How great is it if you're a defensive coordinator that you know I can put 6 DBs on the field in my dime package and I can still get home rushing 4. My guys up front are better than your guys, and we're going to go prove it. They did just that.
And now we turn to the theater of the absurd portion of the game. Why is the field goal unit out there? Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And the Rebels will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. A fair catch is made right at the 50. Great field position for the offense. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. They want that clock to run. And he's able to shed 1 tackle, but still just a very short gain.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
I was thinking about the wrong thing. So chew clock works. I think once it gets close toward the end of the game, it won't run fast because the other team has timeouts or something.
They'll go to the ground. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Oh, you're good. I thought about that wrong. So you can do a chew clock, but I think like once it gets like under like a minute or something, it won't run it fast if the other team has timeouts. It's something like that.
They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Yeah. It's in the coaching adjustments.
He'll be stopped
hit R3.
To gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area,
I got you, man.
You got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
Yeah, I think my first 3 out of my first 4 are user games.
After that big hit, but he did get the first down.
It is what it is. I'm good with it. I'd rather get them out the way so I can beat them on the computer, kinda.
Might as well run him until they
at least try to beat up on the computer. This slow ass team I got. Look.
Well, you got to love what you're seeing from this offense here on this drive so far, because 5 straight runs. They ran on first, second,
I understand,
man.
Man.
4th down,
totally.
And they just did it again. So right now, they're trying to be the more physical side.
Yeah, I'm not hiking this ball. All right, bro. Good GG's.
All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things they're going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
That's going to do it from here for